So it seems like the people and the police in Minneapolis, now that they're let off the hook, are finally done with all these anti-ICE protests. Tons of videos coming out of people just messing with the protesters and police arresting the protesters.
Under arrest. Be seated where you are. Follow the directions of officers.
All of the protesters
be seated where you are.
running.
Follow the directions of officers.
As they are getting arrested. Wow, look at that. Once again, these people aren't doing legal protests, right? You know, nothing good about arresting protesters if they're doing it legally. These people are generally obstructing traffic, obstructing law enforcement, assaulting law enforcement, assaulting citizens, vandalizing property, you know, you name it. These are not people that, you know, are standing on the side of the road holding their signs or taking over an area with proper permits.
I was gonna get back to my car. Is that all right?
Do you want her?
Am I who? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you want? Sure.
You guys
Under arrest. Be seated where you are. Follow the directions of officers.
Yeah. It's just, there's just more and more. Last video was 2 hours ago. This video is 4 hours ago. These are all like in the last few hours. Minneapolis State Police arrested an anti-ICE protester for stealing a sign from a counter-protester. Thank God the law is starting to be somewhat enforced by the state. Took a long time, though. Minnesota state troopers went full blitz on the anti-left rioters. Yeah, here's a guy. This is pretty funny. He's using their code whistle against them.
ICE! ICE!
Apparently 3 whistles is the
ICE
code
is here!
sign that there's ice.
I know I'm in the right neighborhood.
He's been going around doing this everywhere, and then people show up and he just makes fun of them.
Bitch!
So you get all these lefties running into the area. There's more showing up.
Hey! Everything's fine! It's just me! I'm retarded! That's my plate. It's KDV833. It's on posters already, dumb bitch.
And of course, they're doxing him, a private citizen who isn't actually doing anything illegal or impeding law enforcement, unlike them who are impeding law enforcement in an organized fashion, which is exactly what he's exploiting to mock them. Yeah. People are just done with it. Here's police in Minneapolis 5 hours ago ripping apart one of these makeshift blockades. Yeah. It's it's tyrannical for a sworn law enforcement officer with decades of training going after a specific criminal to ask him for his papers, but you, as some random Joe on the street, can block the street off and request papers of random citizens using whatever intimidation tactics you see fit with no training or supervision or oversight. Yeah, that makes total sense.
We're here to protect our neighborhood.
Luckily, the police in Minneapolis are finally doing something about it.
Hey, stop pushing me! Stop, motherfucker!
And this just goes to show you, like my point from my other videos, that everyone wants to argue that ICE is just the demon here. Like, if law enforcement just was allowed to do their job, which they weren't from Walz and Frey and these other guys in Minneapolis, you wouldn't have these people that died from interactions with ICE. You wouldn't have countless Minneapolis citizens who are going to have criminal records and be charged with interfering with a federal investigation, because this all would have been stomped out before it got to that level where they're physically in an altercation with ICE officers. That's how it should work, but Tim Walz directly did not let that happen and encouraged people to go out there, and that's why you had chaos in the streets of Minneapolis.
They're all the same. MPD, KKK, ICE, they're all the same. MPD, KKK.
Yeah, the police and ICE are just like the KKK.
Have a spine,
Yeah.
bro. Have a spine. You gotta do it. You protect. You gotta do it. Why are you protecting my Hey, you're blocking traffic. You're literally blocking.
Yeah, your job isn't to direct traffic, and you certainly don't have a constitutional right to block traffic sitting your fat ass in a recliner.
Blocking traffic. What's your problem, bro?
Just pathetic.
You're trashing the goddamn neighborhood.
Yes, the people removing the rubble and recliners from the middle of the road are the fascists. Do you understand the position these people have? Another one 5 hours ago. Jesse Lang pulled up in front of anti-ICE rioters in a U-Haul with the cross at the federal building blasting "Ice, Ice, Baby." They become absolutely furious, attacking the vehicles and throwing objects. All right, let's see. He's such an instigator, man. They shouldn't be allowed to do this for him to instigate it, but he definitely is an instigator. Yeah, that seems totally legal. You want to live in a country where people can just kick and smack your vehicle and do all that just because they don't like who you're driving behind?
Stop your vehicle! Keep moving!
We're back, baby! We're back! We will not be replaced by Somalians! Jesus is king! Jesus is king!
Oh boy.
American Crusaders assemble! American Crusaders assemble! Keep pushing!
I might end up having to edit some of this out because of the music.
Let's go, American men! Stand up against the invasion of your country! Stand down!
Wow. They're chasing him down the road. Oh, here's more of the guy that's bringing his own whistle to the ice watch. Middle-aged white women. At least I think that's what that is. Hard to tell now in 2026.
What? I did the whistle. Oh, nice whistle over there. I knew I'd get you fuckers to come out, you lazy, stupid motherfuckers. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Zero to 5. 0 to 5.
They want him to move on, but when the federal agents are out there trying to arrest criminals, pedophiles, murderers, they all show up and blow their whistle. Isn't that funny?
I'm not harassing anybody. I'm blowing a whistle.
Yeah, that's what you guys think is okay to do, so.
Blowing a whistle. Fuck me? You wanna fuck me? That's gay.
More from 2 hours ago.
Can someone please help me? Please help me.
Please help me, I'm being arrested.
Why am I not? I can't get up.
Like Tom McDonald said, guys, we gotta pray for these people, man. We gotta pray for these people. They are not mentally well. Look at, they have their whole camping set up. They're just, they're having a good old time. This is, back when I was a kid, we used to go camping out in the woods. Now, the lefties are scared of the woods because that's white supremacy. So they got to set up camp here in the Target parking lot and block federal law enforcement.
Oh, I know you're excited. I know you're laughing.
She said, I know you're laughing. Yeah, because you're acting like an idiot, and now you're getting consequences for your action. It's a beautiful thing to see, isn't it? Beautiful thing to see. Anarchists and people trying to impose fascism meeting the long arm of the law. See, a lot of people like to call the people supporting the police and ICE bootlickers and fascist and Nazi and all these words, but in reality, the police are funded by taxpayers. The laws that they impose are voted on by taxpayers and citizens. Their rule books are written by people that are elected by taxpayers and citizens. You going in to enforce your will and what you and your friends think should happen, despite everyone else following the system and voting in laws and rules and regulations that they want and then paying to have them enforced. You going in and circumventing all of those laws and rules and using intimidation and force to get your way over the majority of Americans and law-abiding citizens, that is actually fascism. That is trying to rule by force and rule by scare tactics. The police aren't doing that. The police wouldn't have to show up there if you did an actual protest. If you got out there and you organized and you held up your signs and debated your ideas and convinced enough people why ICE should be abolished that they vote for it and vote in a candidate that vows to remove ICE and remove border regulations, and you gain the popular opinion on that, and then you won, it would be removed. And the people fighting against that and rounding up illegals without any support from the law or justice, those people would be the criminals. But you are the ones trying to circumvent the democratic process, the laws, and the will of the people. That is why we are happy to see you go to jail. Oh, we got some more takedowns. Boom! It's real easy. If you don't want to get taken down to the ground and forcefully arrested, don't block traffic, don't interfere with federal law enforcement. And then when the police come over and tell you to move, don't fight with them, pull away from them, push them off of you, and refuse to acknowledge them having any right to impose the laws of the land, because that is what we voted for and that is what we paid our tax dollars to do. This is the best use of tax dollars we've had in probably the last 8 years. Let's look at that same arrest from another angle here. He says, come here, grabs her arm. Does she say, yes, officer, what was I doing wrong? No, she yanks away violently and resists. And her friend there is helping her resist. He should be arrested too. That's why she gets taken to the ground. And look at the other lefties trying to pull her body while on the ground away from the officers who are trying to subdue her. You notice once again, this is all happening in the middle of the road, not in a park or on a sidewalk, holding a sign, not at the Capitol building, holding a sign, yelling at lawmakers. No, in the middle of the road, obstructing regular business for the average American citizen. See them grabbing at his gun. I mean, it's just... I don't understand how you can act like this and then wonder why you get arrested, why you get thrown to the ground. Look at here. You got the guy in the back putting up his dukes, ready to box with that officer till he shushes him away. We're going to have to build more women's jails, man. The woke mind virus definitely took hold in the older white women population a lot more.
Fuck your home! No! Fuck are you doing? Move around! Move around!
You see, I mean, just like, you're out there trying to go about your day. ICE is there arresting a criminal. Everything would be fine and dandy if you didn't have these idiots obstructing ICE, screaming, yelling, honking their horns, blocking the road.
What's your name? Oh, you some fucking hoes! You some fucking hoes! Oh, and you're black! What? You're next! You're next! Look at you!
That doesn't sound like a black woman screaming that, but...
I don't want shit! Fuck you!
But I mean, we've talked about this many times. The left is the party of, you know, the KKK, segregation, slavery, all of that. They do a really good job of PR twisting their views to somehow not be racist. But when you look at it, it's the most racist thing. Like the voter ID thing. I mean, come on. You literally have Democratic politicians giving speeches on why black people are too stupid to be able to get an ID and too incompetent to be able to use a computer and go to the DMV. Does that sound like empathy, or does that sound like racism? I know what it sounds like to me.
Shit! Fuck you! Shoot!
And, you know, here you go, them... now that we saw her hand, obviously a white woman screaming the N-word at a black person.
Fuck you!
Party of empathy, people. The party of empathy.
No!
And this video looks like it's from slightly earlier, before the police came in to break this up. I wonder if all of these organizers will be staying out of the way and allowing law enforcement to do their duties, or if they're going to be interfering and then only showing the later footage where they're being arrested and tackled and saying, oh, look at these evil Gestapo. Let's take a look. I actually haven't watched this, but this is from a little earlier in the day, and it said a clash is brewing or something like that. Oh, look, they're blocking the road. What are the police yelling? Get out of the road. This is in front of one of the federal buildings, I believe. Get out of the road. Do it now. out of the road. People are refusing to get out of the road. They're trying to physically move them. And they're holding up shields. I hate to tell you, buddy, but if you were really living in a Nazi fascist regime, a plywood shield wouldn't protect you. I don't think that the only reason the Jews got dragged into the concentration camps during the Holocaust was because they couldn't throw together a plywood shield. And I'm just telling you, white woman, maybe white man, could be another white woman. No guy's wearing this hoodie, so another white woman. It looks like a woman. I mean, it's an epidemic, honestly. Oh, there we got some guys. Oh, one's a reporter, though.
Move back this way, okay? Move back.
Yeah. And then shortly after that is when you have...
Under arrest. Be seated where you are.
This...
Follow the directions of officers.
Because when they won't move and continue to block law enforcement vehicles from entering the building, what more is there really to do but arrest them? If we were in a fascist regime, like what's happening in Iran, they would just mow them down with machine guns. But no, they are arresting them, allowing them to have their due process and argue their case in court. But they just don't understand that. Anyway, that's what's going on today, guys. Let's get back to work. Keep praying. I'll see you in the next one.